As promised, we have a special guest here today. Everybody, the ever popular, ever famous Mrs. Ravello's here.
Hello.
There you are. But I'm sure people want to know one thing. How did we meet? Where did we meet? Where?
In a bar.
Which bar?
You wanna? It's not there anymore.
I know, Stampede. We met at the Stampede bar back in 2001, just before 9/11.
Before.
Just before. And then the whole back and forth and all that. So tell the story about the time I sat you down.
Oh goodness. So when we started officially going out, I don't know, I must have gotten cold feet or something. So when I went into the bar, he just saw me and was like, oh, this is not gonna be good. We've always had that communication. We always had really good chemistry. So then just sat me down and was like, look, ya no hay más pueblo que aquí.
Right. And what's the theme song? Tu muere aquí.
Tu muere aquí.
Right. So after that, we obviously ended up getting married.
Yes, a beautiful wedding.
We have 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
They're somewhere around here. Most of you who used to play trivia with us might remember them. They were part of the raffle when we used to do the Lucky Son of a Bernie raffle. However, they have their own. They formed a union and are on strike, and therefore there will be no raffles in our trivia games from now on.
Yes.
They have decided that unless they get fair pay for their work, they will not participate in anything I do here. So we don't have Leticia anymore. She was our spokesmodel. And we don't have Bernardo, who at the time was 12.
And now is huge.
Was a cute little 12-year-old who we can make jokes about that he's not 21. But now he's like an annoying 15-year-old who just curses all day.
Curses a lot.
Not that we have any restrictions online, but, we also don't want him, throwing F-bombs every 5 seconds while we're trying to give him prizes.
So in 2006, we had Leticia. And then in 2007...
8,
we had Bernardo. It's just that I always feel like I had been pregnant for like 3 years.
She was pregnant for 3 years straight almost.
Yeah.
9 months on, 9 months off, 9 months on again.
Yeah, the Cuban twins.
It's like the Irish twins, but it was like a steroid cycle, like 8 weeks on. So we're back here at Home Central. This is where we always did trivia back when 2020.
Because of the pandemic.
Yep, we were stuck at home, and there was nothing to do. And the same week that they sent us home and that we didn't have any work, I set this up. And our first raffle, the boy would run in and out from the side here. We didn't have 2 cameras. We just kind of winged it. And then we did that for how long? Almost 2 years.
Yeah, almost 2 years.
We stopped doing it after the school year, when not the next school year, but the school year after that wasn't about to start. And they were both like, we don't want to do this anymore. And they brought their union representative in here to demand stuff. And then we said, well, we're just canceling then. Well, anything else you want to add before I put this back on?
I had to introduce myself pretty much.
Well, I was going to the bathroom. And she was probably waiting to use the bathroom too, by the pinball machine next to those 2 bathrooms, and they made a corner like this, like men's, women's. And she introduced herself to me.
Because Bernie was super shy.
Then after we all started talking and hanging out, we found out a couple things. Like she went to the same private school I went to.
From this you can La Luz.
We both had gone to La Luz private school at different points.
Which I'm
And then I found the yearbook.
And embarrassed me.
And embarrassed her in front of everybody in the bar.
And everybody found out my real name too.
Yeah, because she normally would go by Nikki, but we stopped calling her Nikki, and it just goes Niurka.
Yes.
But she still started Nikki on most social medias.
Yeah. Yes.
which also comes from Stampede because our friend Bill Tech had written an article
Okay.
about the karaoke nights at Stampede Bar, and he brought up the chemistry between us, even though we weren't officially openly dating or nothing at the time. And he mentioned that the aforementioned starlet Nikki came to get Bernie from behind the DJ booth to sing "Como Fue,"
Como fue?
which became our wedding song.
Yes. Yes.
Well, that's Nikki, everybody. Let's say
Bye-bye.
bye. She's obviously gonna head off and go to Target now.
I will.